love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins.
Underway in Buffalo. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now the rookie screen. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 12, Allen looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker, and what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
Fielded just inside the 30. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 43. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
On play action, here's Tua.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he will slide down with the first down for the moment, but a penalty flag on the field.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Watch the slant.
Now Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
At the 44-yard line.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
In today's NFL, when you talk about goals for defenses, and you think that maybe you'd like to hold them under 14 points or so, we think our offense can usually get 17 to 20, so that's a reasonable goal. But when you hold a team under 100 yards of total offense, you're going to win 99 times out of 100. And the one game you lose, you'll know who to blame.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
On 2nd and 7.
Tua.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got him.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. He's going to wind up and air it out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown.
So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Juwan Bentley.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
So after the INT, it's Allen throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Now a throw. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Tua.
He'll get this out wide to Gaskin.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On the right side, open is Gesicki. Touchdown, Dolphins.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
2nd down and 7.
Let's go, D. Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. You just watch it. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
Throwing now is Allen. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jerome Baker, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It got his man complete. A big gain there for the Bills.
And that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Mike 19. Not today, you are. Not today.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen, he's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Bills. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Off the play action, Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2 and now on first down. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Allen. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Allen now on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. A final shot before half for Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Noah Igbinoghene. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. Tua on 4th down. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progression.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Mike, 55. Check 55. Mike. One screen.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Room past the 20. And they will finally get him down at the 28. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike 19. That's a run. That's a what? Bang, bang.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They do go for it. Here's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And
saw right there. Make a catch and then turn it into a big gain.
Extra point just does sneak over the bar, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Looking to pass. Tua. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Eluding the pressure right. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he's brought down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Tua to throw again. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
These two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Buffalo.
On play action, here's Tua. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Play action, now it's Tua. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 27, Allen uncorks one for Davis. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Allen going to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jalen Phillips in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Pulled in at the 24. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Tagovailoa being chased out left. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. Dancing to his left. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he'll... Take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run.
Stephon Diggs. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Tua to throw.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them. An absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Tua. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Tua. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Now Tagovailoa. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Sanders on for the extra point. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
Taken in at the 3.
4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Now a pass dumped off to his running back, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 41 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line.
Meanwhile, Tua's throws taken in by Waddle.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Dolphins, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.